Utility computing, commodity computing, it's a new world. Cloud computing, it comes in lots of names, but what does it actually mean? It means different things to different organisations. Challenger organisations, typically run by people just out of university, they've only grown up in a world of IT, they've never known a world without IT. For them, this is a natural way of working. And in fact, what cloud does for them is enable them to do something that they thought should have been possible all along. And so that just makes things easier for them. It's just a natural evolution of what they've done all their lives. But for red brick organisations that have been around for hundreds of years, this is new, this is alien. These organisations are typically run by people who grew up in a world where there was no IT. These are people for whom IT has come in and solved problems for them, but it's something that they don't really understand. So they don't really know how to take advantage of it. So they're looking to their innovative departments to help them move forward. So what you've got are challengers coming in only working this way, and they're much more agile, they're much more nimble, they're much more able to take advantage of changes in the commercial landscape. And in a lot of cases, they're run by people who are used to this ever-changing world. So the trends that come along in much, much faster cycles these days. And so this is the new way of working that the older red brick organisations are trying to come to terms with. So for them, it's a much bigger challenge, but the solution's still the same. How do I accelerate the adoption of cloud? How do I do it in a low-risk way? How do I do it without impacting the systems that are already running? The way that we do that is, it's relatively straightforward. Every organisation has development environments. Today they're called DevOps. They used to be called waterfall, but they achieve the same end goal. It is, how do I get a new product to market? In today's world, we've got to do it much faster. Using cloud computing allows me to accelerate. I move my development into a cloud environment, but I don't put all the baggage around it of the business continuity, all the things that I need to keep a system running in the event of some disaster somewhere. I don't need to do that to develop a new application, to develop a new product, to develop a new service. So by focusing on getting these new developments in cloud, I can now accelerate the development of my new services and products. As long as I architect correctly, I can do that in such a way that the products that are successful, because not all developments make it through to production, so the products that are successful, I can very easily convert those into a full productionized environment without having to redo everything. All I've got to do is add the business continuity functionality around it. And that's a design decision you take at the beginning. So this is what we mean by accelerating cloud adoption through successful architecture, by moving your development to cloud and then productionize the ones that are appropriate. How do we take the first steps? And it probably won't surprise you that there's nothing new here. We're not reinventing the wheel. This is stuff that we've done all of our lives. We just seem to get caught up in the whole magic, if you like, of cloud computing. It seems to develop a life of its own. But we need to get back to basics. What business problem am I trying to solve? That should be the first question you ask. What's the business problem I'm trying to solve? What is the business outcome I'm looking for? If I haven't got those two pieces of information, whilst everything else can be lots of fun, you're not really going to achieve anything. So we've got to work out how we solve business problems. Once we've identified that, we can then look at the most appropriate way to take that through a development cycle to deliver the business outcome we're looking for. And that can be a new product to market, it can be a new service we're offering, it can be a new commercial offering or a new physical product. It doesn't really matter what the outcome is, but business requirement, business outcome, we join them in the middle through the fastest, most cost-effective way of achieving that outcome.